Avast, player one. How about typing in your name? Excellent.
Type name.
You heard Squawky. Go, player two. Heave away. Hey, player one, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quick rising yeast. Player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in poopy pantaloons. Fine. I'll wrap it up. Now go set sail and bring home the booty. Do what you did last game, and someday I might be free from this hellish limbo. Now go!
Okay, folks, this is You Don't Know Jack. I hope the two of you have a strong relationship because this could get rough. A screw for you and a screw for you. Not to offend you, but this is how you screw someone. If you want to force your neighbor into answering a question that you know they don't know, buzz in and slap that S key. You got it? Okay, take your seats, please. It's time for liftoff. Player 2, what looks good? This category is known as Fashion Emergency Indeed. $4,000 if you get this. Let's see how you handle this one. If GQ, or Gentleman's Quarterly, featured cover models who were drawn and quartered, how would the men appear? Robed with forks stuck through their... They'd be headless, their entrails would be pulled out and burned, and their bodies would be cut into 4 pieces. And you just know that, like, in a week, every guy in America would be doing it. Player 1, this category is yours for the choosing. For your enjoyment, check, is this question on? This one's worth 2,000 simoleons. Well, alright, I'm pretty pumped about this next question. Are you primed? Boy, oh boy. Hey, wait a minute. I seem to be popping my P's and B's quite a bit. Hey, where's my popper stopper? Oh, man. If I wanted to fabricate a makeshift popper stopper for my microphone, what item in my sound booth would best suit the task? A plastic cup, an unrolled condom, a pair of pantyhose, or a diary page? Sorry, player 2, but this one's all yours. Popper stoppers use nylon to contain the poppy consonant sounds, so these pantyhose should work just fine. Although I will admit that, it's kind of difficult to talk with these on my head, but let's move on. Well, like the man says, player 1, one good screw deserves another. Player 2, category time. Get yourself ready for Why Don't We Just Take Our Leader to You? This one's worth $4,000. Eyes forward, we're going. If the Earth were under attack by the Martians from both the War of the Worlds and Mars attacks, what would be our best line of defense? Bullet-spitting rappers, bacteria-infested yodelers, water-spraying scat singers, or fire-breathing opera singers? Well, no, but I'll tell you, that sure beats scat-spraying water singers. Player 1. Well, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, but when she does, it's really over. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. The Martians in War of the Worlds were killed by bacteria, and the Mars attacks aliens exploded when they heard Slim Whitman yodeling. I guess those bastards were lucky we didn't unleash the Swiss Miss on them, huh? Player 1, which category do you want? And I believe this one's called Athletes and Their Favorite Positions. Give me a correct answer, I'll give you $6,000. Alright, let's pretend you're at a party with a bunch of pro athletes on the prowl. Which of the following athletes is least likely to be forward with you? The hockey player, the soccer player, the football player, or the basketball player? There's no forward position in football. Which is to say that they're all perfect gentlemen that never get into trouble. Ever. Time to select a category, player 2. Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a Liverfish Bastion.
Your category for today is be a farmer or just look like one. The starting amount for this one is $10,000. Okay, I'll be giving you a gibberish phrase. Simply buzz in when you know what it rhymes with. And by the way, I'll be taking away some cash every couple of seconds, so make it quick. What do you say you take a look at this nonsense and tell me with what name it rhymes? Fair skin, duh. Curled Liz Farman. Player 2, what do you got? Type in your answer and then hit return. You know, the old Schmitty would have let that bother him. But no, the new Schmitty just fucks with your score. Player 1, you want to do it? Player 1! If you're done, hit the return key. Now, maybe it's just me, but recalling world geography seems an awful lot to ask of a little kid who can't remember what the hell bus to take home after school. Player 1, pick a category, please. The category? Come on over. We'll get plastered. Better wake up, because there's $6,000 at stake here. Hey, have you heard about this famous groupie that makes plaster casts of male rock stars, thingies? Well, if an artist decided to use watercolor paints on the penis plaster before it dried, which of these media would she be exploring? Tempera, fresco? Looks like you're gonna have to answer it, player 1. I'm gonna say that if she were doing some oil painting, she might be using oil-based paints. Player 2, you want it? See, and then you wonder why I don't bring my friends over. The correct answer is...
Yes, and what do you call this abstract piece?
This I call Penis of Jimi Hendrix.
Player 2, give us a category. You're almost through, but first, the attack. Well, you can't wait any longer. No problem. Here's your clue. Hot enough for you? Or is it just me? Good luck. Drop and roll, player 1. You are on fire. Let's look at those scores. Player 1 takes it. I'm sorry, player 2, did you say something? I didn't think you'd be able to speak after the beating you just took. Man, when you get your ass whipped like that, the only thing to say is... You don't know Jack! So, looks like you two are in the mood for a little Jack, huh? That's fine. So what if nobody asked me? 2 players, 2 screws. Listen up. Say the question comes up and you hear the dull thump of your neighbor's jaw hitting the floor. That's the perfect time to buzz in. Hey, you want to get right to the game? I got no problem with that. You know what they say about screwing, right? It's like riding a bike. In more ways than one. Okay, here we go. Select a category, player 2. Let's take a look at I am the Lizard King. I can launder anything. And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. And you know what I was just thinking about the other day? That miniseries V. Remember that? Where the aliens looked like us, but if they ripped off their skin, they were like lizards? Yeah. Suppose you were watching your spouse. Oh, I'm sorry, player 2. Am I slowing you down? No. That's right. Back in line, Flash. Maybe next time you'll think twice before you with the host. Suppose you were watching your spouse get his laundry, the old snip. Lizards flick out their tongues because they have organs for smell in their mouths. Well, occasionally they just flick them out to impress the ladies. Player 1, time to choose a category. Well, if it isn't my old friend, and out of sync. How does $4,000 sound? It's go time. If a music executive tried to make a boy band out of the boys from Brazil, which of these would teenage girls be screaming?
Ooh, the cute Nazi is my favorite! I want to be with the bad boy ballerina. Oh my god, the shy pirate is my fave!
The Boys from Brazil was a famous book and a movie about fugitive Nazis practicing cloning in Brazil.
5, 6, 7, 8. You there! Shut up! Everyone, shut up! This choreography is not working!
Player 2, which category do you want? Allow me to introduce NASA's boring slideshows. This one can net you $4,000. Say, if you're anything like me, sometimes it takes you a long time to finish off a roll of film. Heck, I'll have a roll that's got pictures from a drunken New Year's party and the following drunken Halloween party. Gee, player 1, don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself there? Happy birthday, America! Viking 2 landed on Mars way back in 1976. Of course, these days, it isn't too hip on showing those old pictures around.
Oh God, look at those pants. What was I thinking?
Player 1, it's all you. Pick one. Open wide and get ready for the death of the party. And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. Okay, grab a chip and get ready to dip. Which of these is the best example of double dipping? Double dipping is the practice of drawing 2 incomes from the government. Which explains why so many people stick their fingers into the French onion dip. They're not looking for a lost chip. They're looking for loose change. Well, which category is going to be player 2? Hey, nice choice, player 2. Player 1, move on over, because it's time to play Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat category name is My Country. 'Tis of G. Okay, I'll show you 7 phrases, and for each one, I'd really like you to tell me if it's a U.S. state motto or the title of a Chuck Norris movie. As you know what's going on? Excellent. Here's 30 seconds. It's showtime. In God we... Hero in the Terror. Good guys wear black. Horse of 1. Live free. Last one. Hey, you got 4 right. Great job of guessing. Let's throw that onto your total. Hey, better than losing money. Player 1, your category. This one's called Historical Scandals. George Washington beat me. And this one's worth 2 big ones. Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Who did the father of our country, George Washington, defeat in each of his 2 presidential elections? Thomas, gotta answer it, player 1. Well, I hope he'd win, for God's sakes. George had no opponent in either election. Gee, suddenly winning the first 2 elections in our history doesn't seem like such a big deal. And I heard Martha was just his sister. Nice work, Player 2. Looks like you're getting screwed. Let's see how you handle the hardware. Player 2, what are we doing? All rise. The Jack Attack is now in session. Now you should already know all about this. All you need is to get a clue. Be silent, okay? Time to make some noise. One's got it. Hey, Player 1, the next time you play the game with Player 2, give the poor loser a chance and tie your hands behind your back or something, okay? And Player 2, you better grow some extra arms because...
You don't know Jack!
Yo!